Hello students, in this video I am going to discuss some JEE Main 2021 February questions from the chapter Amines and Diazonium salts. Here this is the first question. So here in this case aniline on reaction with NaO to HCl. So it is a diazotization reaction. So this aniline is converted to diazonium ion. That means diazonium chloride. This diazonium chloride on reaction with KCN, the diazonium group is replaced by the CN. So the phenyl cyanide is the product. Now this phenyl cyanide on reaction with SnCl2 HCl followed by hydrolysis. So it is a Stephen reduction actually. SnCl2 plus 2 moles of HCl. Here we will get the PHCH double bond NH, okay, plus SnCl4 actually. Here SnCl2 is a reducing agent. It is a Stephen reduction reaction. SnCl2 is a reducing agent. So SnCl2 is oxidized to the SnCl4. Okay, that means Sn plus 2 converted to Sn plus 4. So here imine is a intermediate product. Imine is an intermediate product. Now this imine on hydrolysis, okay, imines on hydrolysis gives a aldehydes actually. So cut this double bond here, two oxygen, here on this side two hydrogen. So as a result, PHC here hydrogen, and this is the double bond O plus ammonia. Okay, of course this ammonia in acid medium converted to NH4 plus ammonium ion. So finally the product is benzaldehyde. Okay, so A is the diazonium chloride and B is the benzaldehyde. Okay, it involves a diazotization and reaction with KCN means here it is a Sandmeyer reaction, and next it is a Stephen reduction. Okay, the replacement of the diazonium group by the CN is known as a Sandmeyer reaction. Okay, and this is the Stephen reduction. In Stephen reduction, cyanides are converted to aldehydes. Okay, here essential to the reducing agent. So reducing agent itself oxidized to the SnCl. So answer is 1 actually. Okay, that's it. Oh, sorry, answer is this one 3. Okay, so actually here KCN also given. So here that option is 3. It's correct. So next in the following reaction, the reason why meta product also formed. Here in a nitration of aniline, meta product is formed because of the anilinium ion formation. Here due to presence of the stronger acid, this NH2 some concentration of the aniline is involved in a reaction with the H2SO4 acid. So protonation of the NH2 taking place. As a result of the protonation of this NH2, that product is formed, that is known as the anilinium ion. Okay, this is the anilinium ion. This anilinium ion strong minus I group. Strong minus I group means here it is a strong electron withdrawing group. So electron withdrawing groups are the meta directing groups. That's why 47% of the meta product is formed. Okay, here 51% of the para and 47% of the meta, and here just 2% of the ortho nitro aniline is a product. Okay, so answer is the formation of the anilinium ion. Okay, that's it. Here the one important point is anilinium ion. Here the only pi conjugation possible. Okay, here positive charge is not involved in a conjugation because here already around the nitrogen four bonds are there. The maximum covalence of the nitrogen is 4. Okay, so like benzyl carbocation, this positive charge is not involved in a resonance like this. Okay, this structure is not possible. The structure is not possible because here the covalence of the nitrogen is exceeded. That's it. Next is similar question on nitration of the aniline. So here see this one. This is the A, here B, here C. The correct statement about the given chemical reaction. NH2 group is orthopara directive, so product B is not possible. Okay, so it is incorrect actually. So just we discussed it is a 51 percentage of the product and meta 47 percentage of the product. Here 2 percentage of the ortho product. Okay, so here B is also possible in a major quantity. So reaction is possible and B will be the major, so B is not will be the major. Okay, the reaction will form a sulfonated product instead of nitration. So no, it is a just nitration of the aniline. Okay, reaction is possible and compound A will be the major product. So compound A is a major product, that is a para. Okay, so by taking this one HNO to H2SO4, nitration taking place. Okay, nitration taking place. Here in this case, option C, third is given. The reaction will form a sulfonated product instead of a nitration. If you take only, okay, if you take this one here NH2, if you take only H2SO4, if you take only H2SO4, sulfonation taking place. Okay, the product is sulfonilic acid. Okay, para sulfonilic acid. Okay, under the heating effect actually. Okay, so yeah, at low temperature, just acid base reaction takes place. At a high temperature, sulfonation taking place. So your NH3 plus HSO4 minus. Okay, that is at low temperature, just acid base reaction. At a high temperature, your sulforation taking place. It is a sulfonilic acid. So generally here, the sulfonilic acid is exist in a jitter ionic form because NH2 is a basic, SO3H is a acidic in nature. So internal acid base reaction takes place. So here in this case, SO3 minus, it is nothing but jitter ion. Okay, it is a jitter ion or inner salt or dipolar ion. Okay. Next, what is the correct sequence of reagents used for the converting nitrobenzene into metabromobenzene? Okay. So here in this case, it is the meta product. So first here, this compound, this nitrobenzene on bromination here. Here bromination and iron, the presence of iron. The product is metabromonitrobenzene. Okay, metabromonitrobenzene. Okay, so now here SnCl2 and SnCl, tin and HCl. Here tin and HCl means here it is a reduction reaction. Okay, it is a reduction reaction. This NO2 group is reduced to the NH2 and here metaposition bromine. Okay, and next here by taking NNO2 HCl, that is nothing but diazotization. Okay, nothing but diazotization. So diazotization means here that NH2 group is converted to N2 plus. Okay, and this is the Br. Here CuBr and HBr, it is a Sandmeyer reaction. The diazonium group is replaced by the bromine. Okay, so here meta dibromobenzene is the final product. Okay, so here option 2, by the sequence of reactions we can get the metabromonitrobenzene from the meta dibromobenzene from the nitrobenzene. Okay, that's it. Yeah, a diazonium salt of which of the following compounds will form a colored dye on reaction with beta naphthol in NaOH? Okay, so here see this case. Actually, with the beta naphthol, okay, with the beta naphthol, which compound form a colored dye? Actually, diazonium ion form a colored dye with the beta naphthol. Okay, here OH. Now here we should take diazonium chloride for the coupling reaction to form a colored dye. Okay, so here in this case, which compound form a diazonium chloride? Okay, that we have to choose. So here secondary amines do not form a diazonium ion. Here tertiary amines do not form a diazonium ion. Here the primary amine form a diazonium ion. But here aliphatic diazonium ion. Here aliphatic diazonium ions do not form a colored dye. Okay, because aliphatic diazonium ions are less stable, but here aromatic diazonium ions are more stable because these are stabilized by the resonance. Okay, this is N triple bond N here plus charge. These are stabilized by the resonance. Okay, so aromatic diazonium ions are stable when compared with the aliphatic diazonium ions. Okay, so actually in aliphatic amines in diazotization process, there is a ready loss of N2 CH2 plus, here in this case N2. Okay, now it is attacked by the water molecule followed by deprotonation. So in this case, alcohol is a product. But aromatic diazonium ions are little bit stable. These can be involved in a coupling reaction. So the answer is 3. Okay, that's it. So of course here a secondary amines in a diazotization process, that means a reaction with the HNO2 form a yellow colored liquid. Okay, here this is a NO and here CH3. Okay, yellow oil liquid form. Okay, yellow oil liquid will be formed with secondary amines. Okay, now we here with the tertiary amines, that NO plus actually, okay, from the HNO to NO plus alcohol is released. For suppose here HNO2, here further in acid medium protonation of this OH taking place. So here that N double bond O, loss of water molecule. So as a result, you will get the NO plus alcohol. Okay, HNO2 generally here we are adding NNO2 HCl, NNO2 HCl. Okay, so here in excess of the HCl, this HNO2 gives a NO plus actually. Okay, so here in this case for tertiary amines, NO plus attacks at the para position of the this NN dimethyl aniline. Okay, it is nothing but aromatic electrophilic substitution. That's it. Now, which of the following reactions will not give a para-aminobenzene? So here in this case, SnCl, HCl, this NO2 group is reduced to the NH2, and NNO2 HCl, that NH2 converted to N2 plus Cl minus. Now it can be involved in a coupling with aniline. So the product is pH N double bond N, and this one NH2. It is a para-aminobenzene. Okay, para-aminoazobenzene. Now here sodium borohydride. So generally NO2 group is not reduced with sodium borohydride. So in this case no reaction. Okay. Now here NH2 is converted to N2 plus. So diazonium, this aniline converted to diazonium ion N2 plus, and next year reaction with aniline. Okay, reaction with aniline. So here coupling reaction takes place. This N2 plus alcohol attacks at the para position. So here pH N double bond N, and this one. Okay, it is also para-aminobenzene. It is a yellow color dye. Okay, it is yellow color dye. So here option A and C. That means here which of the following reaction will not give a para-aminobenzene. So here in case of the B, para-aminobenzene is not formed. Okay, that's it. Now carbalamine test is used for the is to detect the presence of the primary amino group in the organic compound. Which of the following compound is formed when this test is performed with aniline? Okay, we know that aniline in coupling, that means in carbalamine reaction, that means here chloroform and alkali KOH, this phenyl isocyanide is the product. So phenyl isocyanide is the product. That is a false smelling compound. It is useful for the identification of the primary amines, all type of primary amines, either aliphatic or aromatic primary amines. Even tertiary butyl amine, okay, tertiary butyl amine can give the carbalamine test. Okay, that means here it is a tertiary butyl amine is a primary amine because NH2 is attached to the tertiary carbon. That's why it is called as a tertiary butyl amine. But for suppose tertiary amine, okay, tertiary amine and a secondary amine CH3NH and CH3. Okay, this one do not give the positive carbalamine test. This one also do not give the carbalamine test. Okay, only primary amines can give this test. Okay, so of course it is the overall reaction of the carbonyl amine test. Okay, so your primary amine 3 moles of the KOH on a heating your alkali isocyanate, there is an unpressured smell compound. Okay, so here in this case here, what is the reaction intermediate? Dichlorocarbene is the reaction intermediate. This is formed from the here for suppose a hydrogen, here CCl3. So here by reacting with the KOH, here H plus is removed, CCl3 here minus. Now from this CCl3 minus, one Cl minus is removed actually. Here in this dissociation, this carbon gaining electrons, so it carries a negative charge with the 2 electrons. Now loss of Cl minus, so still there are 2 electrons, but by loss of Cl minus it carries a positive charge, already negative. So here positive charge gaining by loss of Cl minus, so totally it becomes a neutral. A dichlorocarbon is the reaction intermediate. Okay, and this is the overall mechanism. The final product is isocyanate. Next, the major product of the following chemical reaction. Here, cyanide on hydrolysis. The cyanide on hydrolysis gives a carboxylic acid, COOH. Now, on reaction with SOCl2, the product is COCl. And here, palladium barium sulfate H2, it is a Rosenman reduction. The COCl converted to CHO. So, the answer is 4. Okay, so you know that this is the Lindor catalyst. Okay, Lindor catalyst convert the acid halides into aldehydes, that is known as the Rosenmund reduction. Okay, so by using this reagent here alkynes are converted to, sorry, here alkynes are converted to cis alkenes, C double bond C, here R, this one hydrogen, this is hydrogen. Next, total number of amines among the following which can be synthesized by Gabriel synthesis. Okay, so what is Gabriel synthesis? What is the Gabriel thalamide synthesis? Okay, so here in this case, first thalamide on reaction with KOH, acid base reaction taking place, as a result here N minus K plus here N minus nucleophile is formed. By adding alkyl halide, nucleophile substitution takes place. Here in this case the condition is alkali halide must be smaller. Alkali halide must be smaller. It follows a SN2 mechanism. If alkali halide is bulky, elimination reaction taking place. Okay, because it is SN2 reaction. In SN2 reaction, smaller alkali halides are more reactive. So in this case, N alkyl thalamide is the product. So this one on hydrolysis, we will get the primary amine RNH2. Okay, so it is only suitable for the preparation of the primary aliphatic amines. Here we cannot prepare the aniline. Okay, in this reaction we cannot prepare the aniline. Okay, because for the preparation of the aniline we should take chlorobenzene. Okay, but here chlorobenzene is involved in resonance. That means here lone pair pi conjugation. As a result, here it is stabilized by the resonance. Okay, that's why here allyl halides are not generally involved in a substitution reactions. That's why aniline cannot be prepared. And here only primary amines can be prepared, secondary amines not prepared. Okay, so here coming to this question. So here this primary amine can be prepared. Okay, and this primary amine can be prepared, and this primary amine can be prepared. Here this amine cannot be prepared. Okay, the total number of amines among the following which can be synthesized by Gabriel synthesis are only 3. Okay, that's it. An amine on reaction with benzene sulfonate chloride produces a compound insoluble in alkaline solution. Okay, insoluble in alkaline solution. This amine can be prepared by ammonolysis of ethyl chloride. The character structure of amine. Okay, here in this case, here what is this benzene sulfonate chloride? Here benzene sulfonate chloride is a Hinsberg reagent that is used for the separation or identification or distinguishing of the primary, secondary, tertiary amines. So here first of all, this primary amine react with the benzene sulfonate chloride. Here there is a loss of HCl, so then you will get the N-alkyl benzene sulfonamide. Now here due to presence of this acidic hydrogen, okay, due to presence of this acidic hydrogen, it is soluble in NaOH. Okay, it is soluble in NaOH, that gives a ionic compound. Of course, it is soluble in water. Okay, now here secondary amines react with benzene sulfonate chloride, but in the product there is no acidic hydrogen. That's why it is insoluble in NaOH. Okay, so with aqueous NaOH, no reaction. Now here in this case with tertiary amine, no hydrogen, so even tertiary amines cannot react with the benzene sulfonide chloride. Okay, so here in the question given, the amine on reacts with the benzene sulfonide chloride produce a compound which is insoluble in alkaline solution. So it is a secondary amine actually. So in this case, it is a secondary amine, it is a primary amine, it is a secondary amine, it is a secondary amine. But here the condition is given, this amine can be prepared by ammonolysis of ethyl chloride. Okay, by ammonolysis of the ethyl chloride. Okay, so here in this case ethyl group must be there. Okay, in that secondary amine ethyl group must be present. Okay, so in this case it is a primary amine, it is a propyl group, and next this is the propyl and methyl, this is the propyl and ethyl. So the final answer is 4. Okay, so ethyl chloride on ammonolysis, okay, on ammonolysis gives a ethylamine CH3CH2NH2. Okay, on reaction with the ammonia actually. Of course, this one on further reaction with the propyl chloride, it is a nucleophile. Okay, CH3 and CH2. Here NaH, loss of HCl. Okay, this is the product. Okay, of course, that's here the condition is ethyl group must be present in that secondary amine. Okay, one alkyl group must be ethyl. Okay, next here, the choose the correct order of basic nature of the above amines. You see this one, phenyl The phenyl means here nothing but benzyl amine. Phenyl methylamine. N and dimethyl aniline. N and dimethyl aniline means here this one. Here NCH3 and this is the CH3. Okay, and next N methyl aniline. Okay, here NHCH3, N methyl aniline, and benzenamine. Benzenamine means aniline. Okay, benzenamine means aniline. The IUPAC name of the aniline is benzenamine. Okay, now here which is a more basic one. Yeah, in this case, aliphatic amines are more basic because lone pair of electrons are not involved in a resonance. So here it is a good electron donor. It is a strong base. Aliphatic amines are the strong bases. So in this case, this lone pair of electrons are involved in a resonance. Here this lone pair of electrons are involved in a resonance. Here lone pair of electrons are involved in a resonance. So here next 3 compounds are the less basic. Okay, compound A is a more basic. But here in this case, additionally 2 alkyl groups are there. Okay, additionally 2 alkyl groups are there. So that means here alkyl groups are the plus I groups. So here around the nitrogen electron density increases. Okay, so that's why here this N and dimethyl aniline is a most basic compound after this benzyl aniline. So A, B and C, D also. Here there is a 1 methyl group. Here there is no methyl group. Here 2 methyl groups are there. Okay, so with increasing plus I effective basic nature increases. Okay, so finally here aliphatic amines are the more basic than the aromatic amine. That means yes, they are the aromatic amines because the N group nitrogen is directly attached to the benzene. Okay, so those are the some those are the total questions from the amines and diazonosols. Okay, which are placed in a February JEE Main 2021 session. Okay, please like the video and share the video and subscribe to my channel. Thank you.